Hi fellow marketers, Professor Wolters here, and today we're going to talk about is the supply chain, and we're going to just start with the basics. What is a supply chain, or what is the supply chain? If you're looking at businesses, if you look at kind of back at our 4 P's of marketing, supply chain fits in that place. It's all about delivering the value, and the supply chain really helps to deliver the value to our clients, and we're finding ways to deliver more value step by step, because the supply chain really is the integration of all parts of our business, from concept to getting it to our end client and all the things that goes in there. And the thing is, you realize you might find some inefficiencies along the way. You might find ways to be more effective in different parts, whether it's dealing with your suppliers or your logistics or your marketing channels. There's all kinds of things. So supply chain really is the complete package, and that's what we're doing. And that's why a lot of companies really look for supply chain help, because they're helping to find inefficiencies, okay? And the supply chain itself, it's just a bunch of different techniques that firms use in order to integrate their manufacturing, right, their production, their suppliers, their logistics firms, their distribution centers, the suppliers. I mean, all these things, what they're trying to do is make it much more efficient and effective throughout the supply chain, so we can cut costs and pass that savings on to our client, or to have those savings being a better bottom line for us. And the thing is, this supply chain can really affect our business in a lot of ways. And if you kind of think about it in terms of streamlining your distribution, there's some things that you see every day when you go grab some food at McDonald's through the drive-thru, how supply chain has really, or supply chain management has actually helped make a better overall experience for our clients. Because one thing you look at is supply chain helps us reduce errors, okay? Because they're monitoring all these things, and they'll see, wait a minute, we're seeing a lot of lost products here. We're seeing a lot of customers returning a second time within 10 minutes of their order. What's going on here? It looks like something's getting messed up here. They help see these errors, and they help reduce them. So if you look at it in terms of your drive-through, you know, when you go through your drive-through and they got that computer screen that lists all the things you eat, like, oh, I ordered French fries, a hamburger, and a milkshake. It says it on the screen. So you see that, hey, that helps eliminate some errors, because sometimes they forget to put something down. Oh, it's on the screen right there. Okay, and then inside, also there'll be a screen. Is all that food in this bag? And they'll look and check and make sure. Yes, these little things like that help you reduce errors, makes for happier customers, because no one likes to get back on the highway and see they forgot my cheeseburger, all right? Because that happens sometimes. And kind of going along with that, another thing that supply chain helps us with our distribution, it really can actually help have faster filling out of the forms and faster filling out of the orders. Because what we do is we kind of use supply chain to kind of come up with a standardized ordering form. So no matter who is ordering, it all comes in the same way. It's address, name, address, quantity, delivery date. Simple. It's all set up so people aren't switching around. I can fill out my form easier. I mean, think about it. Why do we all order from Amazon so much? Well, I already know how it works. If I have to go through another website, I have to learn that. Amazon's already got me trained. It's got me to fill out that order as quick as possible. Just add to cart, ship right away. Done. And another thing that we look at is, aside from reducing the errors in the order process, like with the screens, we're also using supply chain management in order to help reduce shipping errors. So we're not messing up. That would be the checking to make sure when we put the stuff in, having the pick tickets to make sure, is there actually 50 cases of Coca-Cola going out on this pallet? They're checking those things. And the thing is supply chain isn't just about finding errors and making more efficiencies and eliminating inefficiencies. It actually does other stuff for you as well. It actually helps management make marketing decisions. So for example, if we come out with our new Angus burger, well, one of the things supply chain will do is actually help us procure and find the supplies we need in order to make this new Angus McBurger that's so fantastic, right? I mean, that's one thing they do. Other thing they might do is try to figure out the best kind of shipping way, the best packaging way. I mean, think about it. Have you ever ordered something from Amazon and then you get an email, a couple weeks later, and they ask you, how is the packaging on this product? They're trying to learn. Was it broken? Did we have not enough packing stuff, bubble tape around it, these kind of things? We're trying to figure these things out. And we start to see is, hey, look, there's multiple shipping options that we could use. That's why Amazon has you can get free shipping if you spend over $35. If it's, you're willing to wait 5 to 7 days, and they know that, look, there's people that are willing to pay more money for making it quicker, a lot quicker, or next day. Hey, the supply chain helped us realize that, look, there's multiple shipping options we can offer that's going to be of value to our clients. For me, I'm not too worried about it. Give me 5 to 7 days of free shipping. I'm cool with that. Other people, no, I need this here by tomorrow, so I'll pay the extra $10 for shipping. It all depends on what you're looking for. Another thing where you see supply chain coming in and working with our marketing decisions is you kind of look at our distribution and advertising programs. Because think about it, if Red Lobster is having Lobster Week, right? Well, supply chain needs to make sure that they know that this is coming, so we can say, hey, look, it's lobster season, so we can get this lobster to you in time. But don't make lobster season or lobster fest when lobster, everything is on the menu when it's not lobster season, because we can't get enough lobsters in. It's going to be too expensive for us. So we have to think about those things. So you know, when it comes to those Black Friday deals, the supply chain people are like, look, if you're going to have these deals for certain products that really got people to buy a lot, we need to make sure we have enough of those in inventory. We got to make sure everything's ready for that, because you don't want to upset people by promising them all these TVs for $5 and you don't have any TVs. So that's where, you know, supply chain really does influence with distribution and advertising. We're really coming together. And if you think about it, you see supply chain working all the time. If you're in a class, it's a supply chain management kind of stuff, figuring out how many students are in this class, what classrooms are available, when can we fit them in the schedule, how do they cross over with other classes that students might have. I know for me, I teach an 8 a.m. class, and there ain't no student in the world, well, maybe like 3. Okay, the 3 people that raise their hand ever, that really want to do an 8 a.m. class. But the thing is, the people that schedule the classes have to look, and they see that, look, all the business majors, they're free at 8 a.m. All the engineering majors that have to take this class, they're free at 8 a.m. The advertising people, they're free at 8 a.m. That is the only time we can get everybody together to get all the students in the marketing class. And that is supply chain working right there in your classroom. So I hope this helps you understand a little bit more about what supply chain is. If you want to learn more, my buddy Nehemiah Scott has a great explanation talking about making a bike and all the different parts that come into it. I would definitely recommend checking out his channel and his videos to help out. But I hope this gives you kind of a rough idea. Basically, supply chain management is integrating everything from ideas to your client, processing all that kind of stuff together to make sure it all is a seamless network of things happening. That's why it's a supply chain. It's a seamless chain from idea to production to our customer. Bye.